Thank you very much. I'm Commissioner of Police to Julius. I head the Coordination Office for Prevention of Trafficking in Persons. It's an office responsible for coordinating all ministries, departments, agencies in Uganda to combat human trafficking. Since yesterday and today, we are having a training on how we can identify the victims, on what actions can we take when we get the victims. And today we came up with recommendations as Kitgum district, what you are going to do to make sure this crime, this vice, which is global, where countries are all struggling to make sure that they combat human trafficking. Today, Kitgum came up with recommendations. As you are aware, the training was composing of most of the stakeholders within the districts, from police, from health department, probation office, and the other offices. It's a pity that no religious leader attended, but we had also encouraged them to attend the training. So as you heard, among the recommendations, we have agreed to carry out sensitization programs. All the local government workers, they have to integrate human trafficking into their programs. The probation officers, the CDOs. Another issue was radio programs. Because with radio programs, you reach a number of people, and like trainings like which we had, you invite few, and you have to rely on the few people you have invited to disseminate the information. The other issue, we have to encourage the community to embrace poverty alleviation programs, government programs aimed at alleviating poverty. You have heard one of the factors contributing to human trafficking is poverty and unemployment. So if you take on a program aimed at alleviating poverty, on the other hand, you are employing yourself. So as you fight poverty, you are employing yourself. Then we also talked about domestic violence. It's children who suffer, they end up on the streets, women end up divorcing, and no wonder the biggest number of victims we have in Uganda, they are women and the youth. And also on that note, we also agreed that we have to carry out sensitization programs in the schools. We have to encourage school debates. We have to encourage dance and drama. All those programs will be aimed up at equipping the pupils and the students to encourage them to do more research on human trafficking, and by doing that they will be acquiring more knowledge on human trafficking, which we have emphasized that when you acquire that knowledge, share with people. When you share with people, you have saved a victim or a potential victim. Those are some of the strategic programs we have talked about, and it is my wish that these programs we have talked about are implemented, people become aware. I have talked about the 4 P's: prevention, prosecution, protection, and partnership. On partnership, we are emphasizing that nobody can fight human trafficking alone. It needs combined efforts. And also emphasizing prevention, because to me prevention is cheaper. It is very expensive to carry out investigations and do prosecutions. It is very expensive to give protection services to the victims. So let us all embrace prevention. We carry out sensitization programs, and we save the human beings in Kitgum and other districts of Uganda. According to our reports, cases have been steadily increasing. 2024, we had 1,068 cases. 2023, we had 1,006 cases. 2022, we had 1,200 cases. 2021, we had 421 cases. So we were just from COVID, they had just opened the economy, and the many people who were very eager to travel outside, the numbers rose from 421 to 1,200, which was more than 100%. But last year, the percentage increase was just between 15 to 16, from 1,006 to 1,068 cases. And equally, the victims involved have also been fluctuating. 2023, there were 2,099. 2024, there are 1,777. So, for us, we believe that there are many unreported cases. For example, in Kitgum, this year they told me they have not registered any case. But from the training and the experiences we are sharing, to me there are so many cases here which are unreported, or which are reported to police but under different offenses like defilement and rape. So next time when we hear that cases in Kitgum have now risen from 0, because yet we don't have any case, have risen from 0 maybe to 20, we should not take it for granted that these are new cases, but they are cases which have been there but unreported. We talked about the strategies which we have agreed on as Kitgum district. And number one is sensitization. Sensitization should be number one strategy. Not only through the community engagements by the district leaders, but the church, the religious leaders during service. This should be emphasized. Because when we go through religious leaders, they command masses during Sunday, during prayer, Muslims on Friday, even not only during service, but also on weddings, burial programs. Let us inform the people that human trafficking is here, it is with us, and we need to do something. And more so, what I told you about sponsoring students, promising jobs, let us verify the information. When you get that information, don't keep quiet, because they will be convincing you. Don't tell your friend, this chance is yours. If you disclose, you'll be many competing for it. Yes, you'll be many compete for it and go in a safer way wherever you go for the sponsorship, for the scholarship, for the job you go for. We encourage people to go through the established methods which government has put before you go for a job. Youth and women constitute more than 50% to 80% of the victims.
Inspector of Police the regional spokesperson for Aswa East region based in Kitgum. I want to take this opportunity this afternoon to give just a summary of our 2 days training which has been held in the district council hall, which is being organized by Ministry of Internal Affairs in charge of human trafficking in person. I want to echo and I want to inform the general public that the training has started very well and ended very well today with the closures by the RDC and the COW of the district. Numbers of police who are being drawn from across the district of Kitgum, that is OCs, also part of the training, all the media houses and the TV, then all the district stakeholders, including probation, CDO, labor officer, then education department, then youth and women league, Then the religious leaders were invited, but unfortunately they did not turn up. And youth also were there, present. A numbers of things were being taken since yesterday up to date. And I expect the people who are being chosen to come and have this 2-day training, we shall be the ambassador of others who have not yet managed to attend this, so that we be people who are going to reduce the numbers of human trafficking in person. Remember, in our training, in summary, we are just being taught that human trafficking in person, it is not a matter of someone leaving their locality and goes across the country, but it's just a domestic issues of daily basis. That one we have been taken through, and we are all aware that we are all the victim, and at the same time some of us are also defaulters of some of these cases of trafficking in person. So I call upon the general public, if anything happens within your area, make sure you report to LC1, make sure you report to all the lineup of the government system, so it reaches police. And now police has been taken through all these procedures, and if someone comes and said, my daughter is being raped, my daughter has been defiled, what might come from your mind first? It is human trafficking in person. So that the other case comes later. That was a very interesting point and the area that Commission has been lightening out to investigation officers, that whenever a case has been reported on the desk, put in mind that the first charge that person has to be carried in, it is trafficking in person. So that the other person, that the other case that he has mentioned it, comes after that one. Or can be both, or can be just one of it. And in most cases, for us to reduce these cases of human trafficking in person, we shall be focusing on that one, because it's a capital case in nature. Whatever anything has happened, we shall take it up as a trafficking in person, and we gather the information. And I call upon all our people in the area, let's try to link up, let's try to coordinate, let's try to cooperate, and let's try to do our best, so that at least we tried with all the local radio stations that we have within our region here, we manage to reduce some of the things. I will make sure with all the platform that I will be having, whether at church, if they give me a second, I have to talk about trafficking in person. If I'm at a burial, I'm always being given chance to talk. I will make it as a priority to give some important tips about what are these trafficking in person, so that it helps some of our people, our local people who are down that side, to analyze very fast that if this one has happened on my family, it is a human trafficking in person. Then all of us will just be preaching the same gospel, so that we reduce. Remember, the Commission has given us all the breakdown from the last of the financial years, 4 financial years, has given the breakdown. So somehow, somewhere, people are just neglecting some of these cases, and yet it is there on the reality. So I wanted to call upon all of us, let's stand up and do our best as a teamwork. It is not only police, it's not only commissioner, it's not only ministry, but it's all of us, our work, so that we at least do it our best and reduce that thing. I thank you so much.